Now, many people are having a tough time in this pandemic, and for teenagers it has been very hard. Exams they've been working towards have been cancelled, and with changing schools or a move to college or university, many have not said a proper goodbye to their friends. So during Mental Health Awareness Week, young people are being urged to find themselves a purpose in lockdown. And as this year's week is all about kindness, that purpose could be many things. With more now, Abigail Bracken.
There's been lots of saxophone practice in Claire Holloway's home in Hampshire during lockdown. But the GCSEs that should have been taking up her time are no more.
At first, it was really hard because it felt a bit purposeless because you were like ramping up and up the amount of work we were doing. And we finished like our last mocks like 2 days before we went into lockdown. So it was really hard at the beginning because you felt like you didn't have a purpose anymore.
This lack of purpose is widespread among teenagers who've missed out on exams, according to University of Southampton researchers from LifeLab, who've been studying teenagers' response to lockdown. Among them, Ewan Stewart from Chandler's Ford.
It's not just us, it's like older people which we have to look out for. Because like even if we get it, it's not necessarily like bad, but if we give it to older people or your parents or something, then that contributes to how it's.
So LifeLab, which normally brings teenagers to its base at University Hospital Southampton, is now giving advice online.
Across all the young people we've been chatting to, actually they've been amazingly resilient and coping extremely well with the situation they're put in. But I think they themselves identify that there are issues that are going to, that are challenging for them, kind of being away from friends. As a teenager, that's the time when your friendship groups are so important to you. So kind of being, shut down in your house with your family can put a lot of stress on families.
Along with this stress, an expert in adolescence from Oxford says that young people may feel let down.
They may feel that something very important has been taken away from them, that all the things that they hoped for, particularly in the summer, are not going to happen. They're going to lose out. There's a sense of loss and being let down.
So in Sussex, a not-for-profit group that had been providing music therapy, as well as outdoor therapies in this woodland in Hastings, is now also giving support online. Hastings is one of the most deprived towns in the country, and living in poverty can really affect young people's mental health, which is why access to therapies like you have here is so important, especially during these times.
They're thinking about being connected with their families and their friends and school friends, and that their mental health perhaps is not a priority or not something that they're treating as a priority. But we really feel it's the absolute right time to start thinking about how can I look after my well-being for the long term, because I think this could go on for quite some time.
Izzy Withers, who's from Heathfield and has anxiety, performed her first gig through an egg tooth project, and they've been supporting her through recent weeks.
Sometimes it's good if I needed to talk to anyone else to know that they're there and that they actually really care. So they'll try and help the best way they can. And the fact that it's not just the therapy and talking services, I find it's really nice that they've got activities to do as well.
Everybody's judging, everybody feeling bad for me. So through these activities, she'll be finding the sort of purpose that can help many young people's mental health in lockdown. Abigail Bracken, ITV News, Hastings.
The University of Reading is offering free